Hello, and welcome to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I am so glad you are here with me. My name is Carrie Dahle, and I am your host. I am an entrepreneur, author, podcaster, manifester, and motivator. And I am on a mission to empower you to create the life of your dreams. If you are looking to up-level your life, relationships, finances, productivity, and success, you have come to the right place. I will share with you tools, resources, strategies, my failures, and my successes that have all helped me achieve the life of my dreams. It is my goal with this podcast to help you see your potential and empower you to create the life of your dreams. So let's get to it. Welcome back to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I'm Carrie Dahle, your host, and today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is manifesting. And I got to really thinking about my life and all the things I've manifested, both good and bad, over the years, which then got me thinking about the mistakes I've made and the things that I wish I had known prior to starting this journey. So today I want to talk about the 10 things I wish I had known before trying to manifest my dreams. The first one is a big one, even though I'm probably going to say that a lot throughout this. But the first one is clarity is key. It is so incredibly important to be clear, and not just clear, but crystal clear on what it is you want. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I don't want you to say, I want a new home. I want you to instead write down every single detail. I want you to close your eyes and imagine everything you would want in that brand new house, from the front yard to the doorway, to walking in and what you see and feel, to the kitchen and the details of the countertops and the cabinets and the tile or the wood floor or whatever it is that's around you, to the bedroom, to your views, to the fireplace or no fireplace, the indoor space, the outdoor space, every single detail. I want you to imagine it clearly and write it down. Write every single detail down, because the clearer you are on what you want, the easier it is for the universe to match you with that. When you say, I want a new house, and you are open about it, well, the universe is going to bring you all kinds of options, but there are probably going to be a lot of things you don't like or want. But when you have this vision and this dream, and it is like a picture of what you want, well, then the universe knows exactly what it is you're looking for and will bring that to you. I can't tell you how many times I made the mistake of just putting out something general, and I got it every single time, but it wasn't always really what I wanted. If I could go back and change something about my journey, that would be number one. It would be having clarity, because clarity is key. Now, number two is something that we've talked about, but probably in a little bit of a different lens. And number two would be emotions fuel your manifestation. Sure, I have talked lots and lots of times about how your energy is so important, that the energy you put out is the energy you receive. But in this case, I want to talk about it in relation to emotions. And what I mean by your emotions fueling your manifestation, I want you to really think about how you feel about the thing that you are trying to attract to you. Are you frustrated that it's not coming to you? Or are you excited knowing it is coming to you? Because that's the difference. A lot of times we say something and then expect the results to be today, tomorrow, whatever. And then our emotions change to more frustration than they are joy and excitement and anticipation. And when we do that, we're actually drawing more of that frustration and irritation to us rather than drawing that excitement and the good. So pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to how you're feeling about what it is you're manifesting. Pay attention when you make your gratitude list in the morning and you make your list of the 10 things you're manifesting. How do you feel when you write those things? Are you excited? Are you joyful? Are you knowing that it's going to come and you don't know when or where, but it's coming? Or are you frustrated because you're still writing the same thing over and over and it's just not happening in the time you want it to. Really pay attention to how it is you feel, because how you feel and your emotions truly do fuel what it is you're manifesting. Number 3, action is required. I really want to say, I know, and I do believe in the law of attraction, but I believe in it in a different way than maybe some other people translate it. And that is, I don't believe that you say, I want $1 million and it just shows up. I believe that you actually have to do the work, that you have to take action to get there. So let's go back to the house idea, right? I cannot manifest a house if I am not saving my money, if I am not out there proactively looking, if I have not gotten clear on what it is I want. I actually have to do things. I have to take the steps to move me forward towards my dreams. I can't just sit there and wish for it. I kind of like to think of it this way. The universe is always there to help me. The spirits, the guides, everyone is always out there ready to surround me and jump in at any time. But they're not going to just hand it to me. I have to show that I really want it. I have to show that I deserve it. I have to show that I'm worth bringing it to me. And I don't want to go to the extreme other side of that, because it doesn't mean that I'm going to work myself to death. It just means that I have to show that this is what I truly want and this is where I'm going. I mean, for example, let's say I wanted to be a baseball player. Well, I couldn't say I want to be the world's greatest baseball player and never go out and hit a ball or play catch or do the things that make me the world's best baseball player. But when I do take those actions, it's amazing how when you align your clarity and your emotions and your actions, things just start to unfold and they come towards you. And I say it's amazing, but it's not, because it's just the way energy in the world works. So in the same lines, number 4, patience and timing. We live in a world that is so full of immediate gratification that patience and timing is something we often forget about. We are so used to being able to roll into a drive-thru and get a coffee within a minute. We turn on our phone and flip through things and are entertained. We have microwaves. We have all these tools. We have the internet. We have all these tools that make everything so immediate that we often forget that patience is a virtue and timing is everything. It kind of makes me think of spring, right? Which is we're almost there, but not quite there. And how in the fall, those of us who like to garden, who like flowers and whatnot, will plant our fall bulbs. And that is because they have to sit in that soil and they have to freeze and they have to take the time to grow when spring comes. And they aren't just immediate bloomers, right? But you have to have the patience to know that when I plant it in the fall, I'm going to be able to enjoy it in the spring. So think about whatever it is you're manifesting as that bulb. Think about how you got the clarity. You know that that bulb, that idea, that manifestation is going in the ground now, and that you are going to keep taking the actions and keeping your emotions positive and the energy good so that when you get to the spring, you can enjoy it. Have some patience because the timing will be perfect. You just don't always know when it is. Number 5, overcoming limiting beliefs. What a big one, right? What a hard thing for us all to do. I have told you time and time and time again that one of my biggest limiting beliefs throughout my lifetime has always been, I am not enough. And unfortunately, that I am not enough has hindered me or has stopped me from manifesting things in time. I mean, one of the biggest ones is since probably high school, I have always wanted to write a book. I have always wanted to be published and to create things. But over and over and over, I would tell myself, who are you? Who are you to think you can do this? You're not good enough. You don't have the talent or skill that these other, these New York Times bestsellers do. over and over, I've told myself. And unfortunately, that limiting belief has held me back. It has held me back from doing something that I desire more than anything. And it has been this practice of telling myself again and again, I am enough. I can do this. I have talent. I have something that other people need in order for me to bring that to me. And finally, after all these years, it is now coming. And it's because I got over that limiting belief. It is because I identified in myself what was holding me back. And you can do it too. It takes time. It takes work. It takes energy. But I promise, the moment you find that thing, that one thing that you actually believe that is so false, and you dig deep into it and you figure out why, and you do the work to start turning that negative into a positive, wow, the doors open. The doors open and things come flying at you, just like they have for me. Just like the opportunity I have this year to write the book, to write the chapter of a book, to do the things that I have been dreaming of. So I encourage you to really look at what's limiting you and change it. Number 6, power of visualization. So just like in the beginning, when I told you to get clear on what it is you're manifesting, I would also encourage you to write that clear image down in great detail, and then every day, revisit it. Every day, read it, close your eyes, see it, desire it. It is a huge help in manifesting. It's amazing how visualization is such a tool in drawing the things to you that you want. There's something about your mind connecting with the image, which then changes your emotion, which then changes your energy, which changes your vibe, which changes everything in your world. And you don't realize it until you do it over and over and over, because at some point when you are visualizing, that image goes from a dream, a wish, a future thing to I have this, I do this, this is me, this is part of me, and then it's there. It's just right in front of you and ready for you to take. So use your visualization, put it in writing so you can read it to yourself, especially if you have trouble closing your eyes and just seeing it, but just read it to yourself over and over. Work on those vision boards, have it in front of you so you can see it. Find ways to trigger yourself visually into seeing and being reminded of everything you dream of. It's a powerful tool. Now, number 7 is definitely one of my favorites. If you're a regular listener, if you know anything about me, you're not going to be surprised. But gratitude magnifies your results. I have told you guys over and over and over how gratitude has changed my life. And I'm going to keep saying it to you because I just want everyone to have that experience. So please, every morning or every night, whatever feels best to you, list out 10 things from either the day before, if you're doing it in the morning, or that day, if you're doing it at the end of the day, that you were grateful for. And feel it. Feel that moment again. Feel how good that cup of coffee tasted. Feel how that smile from a stranger made your day. Feel the joy of seeing the hummingbird come to your bird feeders as spring starts to sprout around town. Feel the gratitude. And even when you've had a hard day or things weren't so great, if you can just take a few moments to feel it, to feel the gratitude of the good things, it can change you. It can change your vibration. It can change your energy. It can change your day. In fact, I use gratitude in many different ways. I do my gratitude work in the morning. I grab onto it when I'm having a moment that's not so great. And it's really, truly amazing how taking a moment to say thank you, and even thank you for the unknown, even when you don't know why something happened, or you do because you messed up, but being grateful for the learning lesson, being grateful for being removed from a situation, being grateful for whatever good you can find in a bad moment will change you. Outside of doing your gratitude journal, I would really suggest listening to other people's gratitude meditations. It is the way I can meditate. I know that lots of people can just sit by themselves and sit in silence and meditate. That's not me. That's not something that I'm great at. Sure, there are times I can attempt that and I do okay at it. But for me, meditation really is listening to somebody else, listening to somebody else's words. And I have several, we've talked about this too, but I have several gratitude meditations, YouTube ones that are free that I listen to. And I listen to in the morning, or I listen to when I'm in a bad mood, or I listen when I just need to be reminded. And they change me in that moment. They remind me of all the good and all the positive things. And that is huge in drawing more good to us and more of what we want to us. So use the gratitude. Use it every single day. Okay, number 8. The law of attraction isn't magic. I think when The Secret came out, I was fairly young, and I remember feeling like that book was this magical key to everything. I remember feeling like, after I read it the first time, that if I just say, I want such and such, and I believe it, that it's going to happen. And like I've said, that's not what the law of attraction is. And I've also said this, that I believe that manifesting is drawing like to like. So when I manifest something, I am manifesting something that I am already. I don't even know if that really makes sense now that I'm saying it in that way. But it goes back to the whole matching of energy thing. So when I'm excited about something, I draw more people and things to me that match that excitement vibration. When I am sad or I am grumpy, I draw more of that. I mean, how many times have you started your day out and, stubbed your toe or something, and then were mad about that, and then spilled your coffee, and then mad about that, and it just seemed like more and more and more, and where you looked, there was just something bad. Well, you drew that, you manifested that yourself. Whereas on days like Christmas never goes bad. I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't for other people, but for me in my world, because Christmas is my favorite, it's never a bad experience. It's always this most beautiful, most amazing day. And why? It's because I put that out there, because Christmas is my happy space, because your mindset is what's important. You can wish and hope all you want, but if you don't believe it, if you aren't attracting the same energetic vibe as what you're putting out, it's never going to happen. So yeah, the law of attraction is real. It's just not magic. It's real in the sense of energy matching energy. There's actually science behind it. So the sooner you stop just putting out there that you want something and not putting the energy and all the other things into it, all the other pieces into it, the sooner you are going to manifest the things into your life that you really want. Because once you match your energy and your mindset with your wishes and your hopes, well, that's when magic happens. Number 9, surround yourself with positivity. Your environment is so important. The people around you, the home you live in, the places you visit, your environment impacts you. It changes your mood, good and bad. There are people in my life that no matter what, and no matter what the conversation is, I know are going to drag me down. I know that the conversation is going to be negative. I know that it is going to be a bad experience. And it just fills me with these negative feelings. And then those are hard to shake, right? Then I have to turn to my tools of gratitude and listening to gratitude and doing the things to get myself out of it. But instead, I wish I had learned so long ago that I could choose to not be around that. I could choose to surround myself with positivity instead. I could choose who is allowed in my world and who's allowed in my life. And I can surround myself with the exact energy of people, places, and things that I want to be around. I think they call that boundaries. I've not always been very good at those, but always good at respecting others, but not setting my own. And so learning how to surround yourself with positivity and create that boundary of, I don't want that negativity in my world, is a good thing. And it's okay. And you should do it. I'm not going to say it's always going to be perfect. I'm not going to say that you don't have moments where you have to go into those environments. But if you can overall spend time with the people who bring you joy, if you can work at a job that makes you happy, if you can create a space in your home that makes you feel good and safe and joyful, then do that. Because the more positivity you have, the more you will manifest positive things into your life. Okay, lastly, number 10, consistency is crucial. This goes back to patience and timing. It goes back to not doing it for a week, not practicing all these things once in a while, but consistently every single day, being grateful every single day, having good habits every single day, reflecting on what you did good and what you did bad, every single day finding inspiration, every single day visualizing, every single day exercising and spending time to take care of your body and your mind. Every single day doing the things you need to do, the actions you need to take to move you forward. You can't do it once in a while. You can't kind of want it. I mean, that's what not being consistent really, unfortunately, no. I'm probably going to touch a nerve with some of you, but if you want something, you are going to be consistent with it. It's like those New Year's resolutions. If you don't really want them, they're never going to happen. You can't just be like, oh, this year I'm going to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is. Well, if you don't make the effort, it's not going to happen. You have to be consistent. You have to consistently want it. You have to consistently do what it takes to get there. So for me, being consistent means every morning writing in my gratitude journal. Every morning looking at affirmation cards. Every morning listening to a short gratitude meditation. Every morning starting my day out with joy and happiness and not immediately being consumed by emails or social media. Every day making time for exercise. Every day visualizing. I mean, if you've been around me at all, you will know that my timers go off at 11:11 and 2:22 every single day. Now, I'm not going to say, because I'm not going to lie, that there aren't times it just doesn't work. But I really try to stop in those moments and visualize and dream about things that I want. Because I know now, I didn't know years ago, but I know now how crucial consistency is. And I know how important visualization is, and I know how important all of these tools are. So whatever it is for you, whatever your routine is, whatever works, be consistent. Stay consistent. You will manifest your dreams. Look, we all have ups and downs in our journeys, and there are definitely times that I am really drawing all good things to me and everything that I'm wanting. And then there's other times that I wouldn't call it lulls. Well, maybe lulls is a good word, but I would probably call it just pauses. And it's most likely because I've gotten distracted and I'm not as focused on the things that I'm wanting. But then I have to ask myself, do I really want them? Is that why I haven't put the attention or energy into it? And if it is something I really want, then I readjust, right? I recalibrate and I move forward without punishing myself, without going negative. I just move forward and say, okay, moving forward, I am going to do all the things that I know work. And you may be at the beginning of your journey of manifesting, or you may be well into your journey. I would just encourage you to look back at this list today, the list of things that I wish I had known before I started, and reevaluate yourself based on them. Are you being clear? Are your emotions aligned with the things? Are you taking the actions? Are you being patient? Are you overcoming your limiting beliefs? Are you visualizing, using gratitude, surrounding yourself with positivity? Are you being consistent? And if you're not, then just readjust, recalibrate, and move forward, because you got this. I just want to invite you to share your stories. I love hearing them. I mean, you guys listen to me, and sometimes I have guests and you listen to them, but share your stories with us. Share your stories with this community and tell us about with the things you are manifesting. Tell us your struggles. Let's engage together and help each other be great. And if this episode was helpful to you or you learned something, I just ask that you would like and share and subscribe. Share it with your friends, please. The more people that know, the better. And above all else, remember, I believe in you, and you can manifest the life of your dreams.